Good afternoon, lacrosse fans. Welcome to Abington High School with a matchup between the Green Wave of Abington and the Pirates of Hull. I'm your host, Jim Dorman, here with Dave Bowen behind the scenes and Marsh Jimenez, Kevin Tachi, our executive producer, as the game gets underway here on a lovely afternoon on April the 30th. And for those that remember their childhood nursery, well, I don't know if it's a nursery rhyme, but anyway, 30 days, half September, April, and we can stop right there. This is the last day of April, so we head towards May. This is the first month, and Abington's had a pretty good month. More wins than losses, and Hull not as good, less wins than losses, but it's always a spirited matchup between Hull and Abington, no matter what's going on, and definitely in boys lacrosse. Right now, the Hull Pirates in blue have it in the offensive zone. It's my first game of the year. We're going to try to get the names with the numbers. As number 5, Landell Manfredi takes a first shot. Oh. Number 8, Matt Thomas got a nice shot off, but Colin Spillane, the goaltender, keeper for the Green Wave, was up to the task as Abington moves the ball into Hull territory. All right, we got, I'm going to have some guys I know from previous years, but definitely some new names and a quick goal there. We got the number 13, Gunnar Hanna, with the goal with 10:36 left in the first quarter to get Abington on the board first. Nice little play, a couple of good shots in there. Let's see what we got up on attack here. Right opposite, we got Michael Riley as a midfielder. Number 10 right opposite us. And number 18, Lee Spry, took the face-off, winning it for the Green Wave. And Spry has the ball, moving it into Pirates territory, loosening up a little bit around the perimeter, looking for maybe a potential shot. Tries to take the shot, loses the ball, is down, and the Hull defender gains control, gives it back to his keeper. That was Mason Delgado. Let's see, the goaltender looks like Jake McDowell, the sophomore. Got the ball going out of bounds over at midfield on the team's side. Looks like the ball's going to go to Abington. And that'll be Lee Spry taking it in. Got to think Lee Spry is related to Gabe Spry. He was a standout player a few years back. Maybe brother, who knows though. I'm guessing not too many Sprys around. Good name though. 24 for Abington, gets a good shot. Good save though too. 24, we got Tate Erickson, who, if I'm not mistaken, is coming off a hat trick. And that's number 27, Matt Grafton, finishing off another Green Wave goal with 9:25 left to some good play. So far, so good for the Green Wave, getting some opportunities. A couple of good saves by the goaltender, but can't keep them all out at this point. As often happens in boys lacrosse, the goals can come kind of quickly, and momentums do shift. So right now we got another face-off here with Lee Spry. See how he does. Kicks it forward, but loses it. Hull moves it quickly into the Green Wave zone. 21 was Max Lofgren, their midfielder, I think. Might have taken that draw, I'm not sure. It was kind of quick. All right, so the ball went out of bounds. Abington, it's not basketball, but inbounding it. Well, they're already on the field. We'll get better on the terminology. Anyway, back to Spillane, is looking around, coming quite far out to his net. Gets good pass up to midfield. In tight, we got And another Abington goal. I think that was Tate Erickson, 24. Unless I got mixed up there. We had Matt Grafton to Tate Erickson is the way I saw it. So we got 3 quick goals in the first few minutes here. 8:52 left in the first quarter. Let me see if I get a number on what I would call the centerman, the face-off guy. Okay, 21 for Hull. Quick chance, stopped by the goaltender. Okay, 21 is Max Lofgren. So yes, he's the midfielder taking the face-offs for the Pirates. But good stop by McDowell. We've got a little delay while we get a ball. Referees over there getting the ball for Abington. So far, most of the offense has been Abington, but the quick chances that when Hull has gotten it. All right, big defender, 29 for Hull, gets it back to his goaltender, 29. No name on that, 29, sorry about that. On my roster that I have from Hull. Big guy back there. Pass gets intercepted by number 20, Ryan LaRosa, senior, with the green wave. Moving it tough into the Hull Pirates end. Looking for some things, runs into a lot of trouble, and the ball goes out, but Abington's going to be bringing it right back in. Quick move, that's the way it works. Lacrosse goes out, get a shot, get it right back. And from his knees, Gunnar Hanna scores the 4th goal. And we're less than halfway through the first quarter. And Abington is up 4-0. That was a pretty good play. Looks like they get their offense gelling up to this point. I could say about a month into the season. Sorry for the if you're hearing the wind. It's a beautiful day here at Abington High School, but we got a little bit of a wind going out there. If you're a golfer, you definitely have to play that. You know, I don't know how much it affects the lacrosse ball, but it's affecting our audio a little bit, perhaps. I know I can hear it. Okay. Let's see, we get going at 24. That's Tate Erickson. So yeah, they're moving around. I think in a win over the Rockland this week. We had 3 guys get 3 goals each, which is great. And Rockland's always a big rivalry, no matter what we're playing. So sure, Abington was very happy to come away with a win in that game. I did not see it, but I think Tate Erickson got 3. I think Matt Grafton got 3. And I'm not sure who the 3rd one was. Maybe Lee Spry. See if I can get that for you. All right, we get a little rough stuff here. Was Abington moves it around, a little trick play, but it doesn't go. Nice try by Matt Grafton. A little behind the head type of thing. Doesn't work out, but Abington has the ball back. Yep, lots of new faces from previous games, I've seen in previous years. We got a few familiars, but a lot of guys have gone on to graduation. I always have a few guys that play hockey too. I know I've seen Tate Erickson's name on the hockey team. Seem to be pretty compatible sports. All right, so Hull scrambling to get the ball down into the Abington end. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds. The long pass from number 3. See if we can find him. John Trulia maybe, or Truglia. He's a senior defender. The long pass. Now Abington has it back in 39. A couple of quick passes. I can't keep up with it. Results in a goal. I'm going to call out as Matt Grafton there with a second goal, unofficially, of course. We're not making any announcements or hearing any announcements, and I am not the official scorer. But everybody touched that one before it went in. That was pretty good. I think we had maybe a midfielder bringing that down. I'm trying to. Well, we got a chance. Let's see who some of our defenders are. 33 is Andrew Van Luling. Did see a black stick. I don't know if that was him that might have brought it up. He certainly was. Van Luling's good at lacrosse, so I know Andrew might have been the one that was bringing that ball up. We'll try to watch out for that, see if he does that again. All right, so we got a good shot from number 7, Aiden Grafton. He's a senior. Got a little pop right after he took the shot, went down in that, but the shot was off. Abington comes right back with it after Hull defended. They're scrappy down there. They are trying to break things up, but Abington is just kind of regrouping. All right, so 24, I think I saw it because of I'm seeing the black helmet. 24 for us is Tate Erickson. Yeah, so that might have been Tate that set up the play for the last goal. Tate's in deep. For some reason, has a black helmet, but that's gonna help me because then I can distinguish him from some of the others. Abington with looks like I'm trying to look. It looks like they might have a dark black stripe on their shoulders. Quick shot from Matt Grafton. I heard some clanging. It hit the post. Anyway, it's back out to midfield, and Hull is trying to advance into their offensive zone. But it seems like a lot of Abington guys and not too many Hull guys. We got a whistle and some pointing. Can't hear what he's saying. You never know when they're going to call a quick penalty or something like that, but I don't think it's that. Sometimes things go fast and furious in lacrosse. You get some quick penalties, 30-second or a minute and a half. And depending, some of them, if there's a goal and they get off, like hockey. Ooh, there's a goal. There's a goal for Hull. Straight from the slot area, as we say in hockey. But 21, number 21, Max Lofgren. It's a nice shot and manages to get by Colin Spillane, who's a junior goaltender. I think he's doing well. I've seen some indications in game summaries that say how many goals people have gotten, and I'll say Colin Spillane was good in net. But as a former goalie myself, I know sometimes you always get credit, which is kind of nice. But no, he looks good. But Hull gets on the board, so it's 5-1 with 3:44 left. Abington wins the face-off. Very quick rundown from Lee Spry, gets a shot off, and the save. And now we've got a whistle right in front of the net. And Abington's gonna get the ball behind the net. But Matt Grafton is moving it around, looking for an opening, and he gets one to number 39. Got to keep looking. There's a goal. I believe that's Lee Spry. Seems to be getting the congratulations there. That was a look. I kind of missed it through the mix of bodies. But let me see. I was trying to look for 39. That's why Ryan Littlefield was the midfielder. Had the ball there for a bit, so he's right in front of me. don't know any relations, but we definitely have had some little fields during my 20+ years hanging around Abington, working for Abington Public Schools. But it's not about me, but Littlefield is a name I've heard a few times. I want family histories. We'll find out who everybody's related to. That's okay. It's always good that the tradition of people carrying on and playing sports, little brothers, nephews, even grandsons, you never know. We've had it all. But lacrosse in general is kind of a newer sport, probably been around like 20 years or so at this point as a varsity sport. And you know, it's pretty good. Made the playoffs a few times. Had some good matches. Hopefully again this year will be another one. Okay, we got a penalty. It sometimes happens when you're down. Big number 29, who I don't think we have a name for, is happy to take that for the team. Yeah, looks like he might, you know, he's a big boy. Hopefully nothing, you know, we don't deteriorate into too much rough stuff, but maybe that'll help Hull's spirit down here, down 5 goals in the first quarter with 2:23 left. Again, I'm Jim Norman here, your host, Abington High School, the Abington Green Wave boys against the Hull Pirates. Of course, Abington in the white jerseys with the green shorts. Hull with the blue jerseys and the gold trim. Yeah, we're getting some more physical stuff, and that's going to be Matt Graft and Lee Spry heading out for a little timeout on that contact, bringing one of the Pirates down. He said "Arr, arr" as he went down. It's a pirate joke. I'm gonna go to a pirate party this month. I don't know if I should dress up or not. I might though. I might. All right, so that brings the ball down. Right, Hull's gonna get it right at midfield with about we got 2:06 right now. See if Hull could do something to get another goal. They certainly would like to tighten things up before they go for a little break between the quarters. They get it in tight, little pass, but it gets intercepted nicely by Colin Spillane, and that breaks that up. So here comes Abington again, and it's broken up nicely by Hull. They're not giving up there. That was number 20 Ryan LaRosa with the ball that got broken up by not sure who it was. Maybe it was number 8 right here. Looks like Hull is going to get a nice shot and gets that. Number 4 fires it in. That's Henry. Ooh, this name could be trouble. I'm going to go with Buckleitner, but it could be some other variation of that. It could be Buchleitner. I'm not even going to speculate, but there were a lot of letters there. But he got a nice goal with 1:20 left, cutting the lead to 4. And again, things can happen fast, so Hull may smell a little bit of momentum change here. See if they can win the face-off. No one has won it yet, but looks like Abington is gonna, and that's again Spry out of the box. Won it, and that one's gonna go out, but Abington's gonna keep it. See, that one always gets me because, like, if you, but it's a general lacrosse rule, I guess. But it seems like if you fire the puck and it goes out of bounds behind the net, you shouldn't get the ball back, but you do. This one's going to go out on the side. We're down to 39 seconds. Again, Abington, all about momentum here. Would love to get that last goal and just kind of say, nah, we're going right back to it. So they're going to look to get that last shot. Because Spry has got it out of point position, loses it from nice play by, we're going to go number 21, Max Lofgren, one of their better players, I guess. We don't have captains listed, but, and there's the goal, there's that goal. 15 is number 15, Campino, another hockey guy. Scores the 7th goal for Abington, restoring the 5-goal lead. First time I noticed Cam, but maybe I was not paying as close attention. Campino, senior, he's got 8 goals. Three says, yeah, it's actually nice. We got the roster here. We got some, we have some stats going into today's game. Of course, they've scored a few so far. Okay, we're down to, like, looks like we're gonna go for a quick quarter break because we ended the first quarter. It's Abington 7, the Hull Pirates 2. We'll be back in just a moment with the second quarter. All right, well, welcome back for the second quarter. As I just said, really, when I left, it was 7-2 Abington, so for good quarter for the Green Wave. Hull's had a few moments. They did, we switched sides, so it's the first shot. And I was just saying that I have a nice roster with some of the stats. I think, and going into this game, Matt Grafton looks like I see has the most goals, 19 goals, 31 assists. As watch here what's going on. I was like in lacrosse they could just hack each other. That would be like slashing in hockey, but I think I say that every time I do one of the games. Still have like, still. I mean, I'm looking at number 13, who just got hacked. Like, I don't know what the deal is, but. Who's number 13 as I look? That's Gunnar Hanna. I should know that. He looked like he was, I shouldn't laugh. He's in pain, you know. I was like, I'd be in pain too if somebody was hitting me with a lacrosse stick on my forearm and muscle. All right, there's a good shot. Goes behind the net after Spillane makes a nice save. Dumps it off to, that's Andrew Van Lilling with the big stick. Heading out to midfield. Crossing over is Campino again. Campino making more of a mark here. And there's Hanna, Gunnar Hanna, great name. We get a whistle though, as Matt Grafton looks on. I said Matt Grafton 19 goals, Lee Spry 14 goals, Michael Riley 16 goals as a midfielder, Tate Erickson 9 goals. Oh, there's a goal from Campino, his second, I think. Making it 8-2. Looks legit. So right now, I got Cam with 2, Gunnar Hanna with 2, Matt Grafton with 2. Very unofficial. So Matt Grafton is into like 21 goals now. Campino, that would be his 10th goal. Lee Spry's up to 15, if I am correct. Gunnar Hanna is looking at almost 20. He's at 19 right now, so he could get to 20 in this game. All right, Hull looking to rebound off an early goal against the Green Wave in this 12-minute second period, down to just almost 10 minutes. Hull trying to control it move it around, see if they could find an opening. They definitely have guys that can shoot and score. They just got to try to find a way to work it. So, and they did. That's a great chance there by number 10, Harry Everett. I mean, a really good solid chance, good solid save by Spillane. So I don't know what they might have said to them during the quarter, but I mean, looks like they're trying to work on just fundamentals and keep calm. Down by 6 goals at this point. Things can change quickly in Lacrosse. Centering pass gets broken up by the Green Wave and Spillane. Spillane controls it. Looking to see where he can make a pass too. They let him control the ball, but it gets intercepted by number 8, Matt Thomas. Brings it right back in for Hull. So for the last minute or so, Hull has had some offense and then a nice interception. They're hoping that that can get them back in this game, or cut the lead at least, so they can maybe have a better chance in the second half. Got shot by number 4, Henry Buckleitner. Gets blocked. I believe that was, looking now. Oh, number 9, Nick Vachon, which, ooh, and that, okay, the hard work for the Hull Pirates pays off with a nice, nice in-close goal. Let's see who they're congratulating, because I didn't get a number. Looks like number 5, Landon Manfredi. Manfredi. I like Freddie. He's not too, you know, they weren't too enthused being still down 8-3, but I think it's a good victory for the Pirates. Some hard work there to get that goal. All right, we got a face-off, see who wins that. It gets headed towards Abington, but Abington, Aiden Grafton, the senior Grafton, picks that one up. Must be thinking, you know, Aiden's a senior. Matt Grafton's a junior. Midfielders don't get as many goals, I don't think. He's more of a defensive guy. He's got 2 assists. We got a whistle here, and I think a timeout with 8:02 left in the second period and the first half. All right, the team's coming back on the field after the timeout. Sometimes when we do a game with Matt Nelson, he'll say, Jim, what would you say to your players at this point? I say, well, if I was Abington, I'd say, given what just happened, I'd say, hey, come on, we need to not let them control the ball like that. Let's be more aggressive, and let's be a little more careful with our outlet passes, and there's no reason for them to have control of the ball like that for as long as they just did. And maybe that's what they said, because they worked it out very well of their own zone, and scored right away. And that's another goal for the junior, Matt Grafton. I believe that's his 3rd goal. of the young afternoon of the half. And I think, as I said, I think he got 3 goals in the last game. So a lot more goals in lacrosse than hockey, but that's a hat trick. I don't see any hats going out there. It's kind of it's a Wednesday afternoon. Not too many fans. A few. All right, let's see who wins the face-off. Looks like Abington advances it, moves in. Lee Spry getting it over to, got a look, number 10, Michael Riley. Michael Riley gets a shot off, but it goes out of bounds. And Matt Grafton has it behind the net. Back to Spry, Spry still got it, heading in close, finds an opening. Picks up his at least 2nd goal of the afternoon. And Abington has reached the double digits. With a 10-3, 7-goal lead. Things are quietly getting a little bit out of hand for the Pirates, even though they had a nice little period leading up to their 3rd goal. Kind of maybe woke up the Green Wave to say, hey, we're not going to let that happen. All right, face off. Spry gets a shot off. Nice save. Jake McDowell, the goaltender. Keeper. I don't know if they like to say keeper or tender in lacrosse. Little stick swinging around. They're just trying to keep it in. Like hockey, it's one of those sports you got a stick in your hands the whole time you're playing. It's a little dangerous. A little hacking going on. It's not a good thing when you're upset to have something like that. Sometimes teams get, when they start losing, they get a little bit more frustrated. And then you respond to it, and there's a penalty, and there's other things. Hopefully that's not where we're going today. I don't see any indication of that. A little bit of frustration. All right, Abington trying to get that. Ooh, nice block by Christian Truglia. I think he blocked that with his head. Ball's at midfield on the ground. Try to watch how often the ball is on the ground. And they're pretty good at controlling the ball. Moving it around. Good at digging it up off the ground. In this case, the turf. Probably a lot better playing on turf than actual dirt and grass with lacrosse. All right, let's see. Abington moving it around. In tight, and yeah. Yeah, that was off the side of the net. That was not a goal. Obviously, nice pick there by, picked it up. I want to look so I don't get the name wrong, but that was a very, very wide shot after making a lovely play by Nick Vachon. I love that name because I remember Rogatillon Vachon, the Montreal Canadiens, Los Angeles Kings, and even played a little bit for the Boston Bruins. But when I was a kid, he showed me a little bit on goaltending up in Montreal. Future Hall of Famer, Ruggie. He was known as Ruggie Vachon. I was at Henri Richard's hockey school at École de Hockey in, I think it was Dorval or Laval College, and JC Tremblay, Yvan Conway, Carl Vadnais. Many great players to be on the ice after they just beat the Bruins in 1971. But Roger Vachon, must say it the French way. So I love to see that name. Nick Vachon probably has some relatives from up that way. Maybe he's related to the great Roger Vachon. We had a Belleville a few years back here in Abington that was related to the great Jean Belleville from Montreal somehow. The great Hall of Famer. Oh, great save by Spillane, even though it probably wasn't right on net, but that was a nice save with the stick. And up from the defenders, number 23. I gotta look. Okay, Adam Libby. Adam Libby moves it up. He's listed as a long stick midfielder. He brought it right up and scored the 11th goal. That was pretty exciting stuff. I don't know how many goals Adam Libby has. Oh, actually, check that. I do. That would be his first. Congratulations to Adam Libby. Again, you know, I used to do Meals on Wheels. Jack Libby trained me how to do Meals on Wheels back around 2001. Got to think those guys got to be related. I've heard that name many times in Abington over the last, since I moved to Abington, 2000. I guess I was 2002 or 3, somewhere in there. So I guess it was like 2003 or so. Mr. Libby trained me on Meals on Wheels. All right, here we go. Abington going right back. They just seem to be enjoying playing some lacrosse and scoring some goals against the Pirates here in the first half. If this keeps up, we're going to get a lot more new faces and numbers out there in the second half. So that's my current prediction. We'll see how that goes. I think there's a little bit of a I don't know what the nice name for it is, but commonly known as a slaughter rule. I think it used to be like if you had a 10-goal lead, which they don't right now. In the fourth quarter, it's running time in the fourth quarter. That's the way I recall it, if that's still a rule. All right, we got 2 players down in back of the net, in Abington. That's okay. Hull has managed to get control of the ball and trying to advance it out of their own zone, and they do. And quickly move it down and deep. We got looks like it's right in front of the Abington net. Roll it around, but nobody could get a hold of it until Spillane does, and he gets it right out to number 15, Campino. And he moves it in. I don't know about the black helmet. I forget who. I thought I said the black helmet rule, but oh yeah, I know now. I could see him over there on the wing. That's Tate Erickson. Well, as I looked at my roster quickly, Abington scored the 12th goal. And no one's even congratulating anyone, so you saw it better than I did. Might have been Matt Crafton. He looks winded. That's the only reason I'm saying. He was right in the middle of things. Those are my usual suspects. We got Crafton and Lee Spry. We got a little time out here with 1:55 left in the first half. It's 12-3 Abington. 9-goal lead. All right, the teams are reassembling for the last minute and 55 of the half after timeout taken. Score 12-3, Abington over the Hull Pirates. As we look, say our defenders, we got Nick Vachon, Ryan LaRosa, and Andrew Van Luling out there with Colin Spillane. Sometimes we don't get the defenders, especially a game like this, mentioned as much. Of course, we got Spry on our midfielder. Aiden Grafton, another midfielder, number 7. Let's see, number 13. Gunnar Hanna, moving around. He's got the ball right now. So, I think we've almost got everybody. 24, we got Tate Erickson. I think Tate's got 1 goal, but I might have missed one. Just got the ball now. So I think we've mentioned most of the first half players for the Green Wave. There's a quick shot, quick pass, quick shot, nice save. Jake McDowell just hanging in there despite the onslaught. Down to 50 seconds. It looks like, yeah, Hull needs another player, and one is coming. On one of their long stick defenders, Audie Bernard. I think at number 12. Dowell makes a save and gets it out, but it almost gets intercepted, and basically does, because Lee Spry grabs it, gets a shot off, goes wide. And Abington's going to get the ball back. 30 seconds left to make it a 10-goal lead going into half. Now it finds its way in with 22 seconds left to make it 13-3. That was Gunnar Hanna. I almost added an R to his name. He's got a tough Massachusetts pronunciation name. Gunnar Hanna. I could say Gunnar Hanner. You could add an R at the end and remove the R from his first name. Yeah, that's a tough one if you have a thick Boston, Massachusetts accent. Hey, Gunnar, we're over here. 20 seconds left. They want more. They're going for more. They're in tight. They got time for that. And it's quick. Pass. Tate Erickson with the final shot, and makes it 14-3 with 11 seconds. And unfortunately, this game is deteriorated to a lopsided game, quite a lopsided game. 11 seconds left. See what happens here. Hull tries to dig it back, and they do pick it up. Oh, get a little bit of a good contact. There's a Hull's gonna get the call to get the ball there with 2 seconds left. So not any time to do anything that I've ever heard about, but who knows. And here we go. He's going to take a long shot. Wow. Okay, they were always going to prove me wrong there. That was a nice. You almost get that. You get that on net. But that is the end of time. We're going to take a break for halftime with the score. Abington 14, Hull 3. We'll see you back for the second half. All right, that was a quick halftime break. Very quick for you, but Jim Dorman back. We just got Dave Bowen now. We lost Mayor. That's all right. We get this, well, as I said right before, we got 14-3 here. It's a lopsided game here at Abington High School with Abington, the Green Wave, having a pretty good season. Hull struggling, but not giving up. But Abington wins the first face-offs and brings it in. We'll see. Expecting a accelerated second half, given the score. We'll see what happens. I think these. Maybe we'll see some new faces. Probably already have. We'll try to look around to see if we spot them. Doesn't look like too much so far in the offensive zone for the Green Wave. The usual suspects out there. Hull doesn't have, like, so I'm looking over, they got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 replacements. Abington's got a full team ready to go if they need it, and then some. All right, Hull controls the ball right now. Henry Buckleitner had a pass from Landon Manfredi. Buckleitner still has it. Abington's kind of let them control, I think. You know, we'll see how that, if they play, how aggressive they play at this point. And Buckleitner with a lightning shot. Oh, that was pretty good. I probably just don't want to say lightning because it kind of sounds like his name, but it was a good shot. Good shot. Gets it in for the first goal of the second half, cutting the lead to 10. I believe that's his second goal for the afternoon. That was a good play, so we'll see. All right, we got number 16. Max Lindo is right in front of us as a midfielder. It's the first time I think I've seen Max. Maybe on the other side, Campino still out there. Colin Spillane still holding down the goal position. Nick Harris, the hockey goaltender, is number 19, is listed as the backup. I don't know how much action Nick has got to see in the game. Number 19, I don't know if he gets in at other positions, which is easier to do in lacrosse than hockey when you get to dress differently, quite differently. All right, we got a penalty there on big number 29, who remained nameless on our roster. Hopefully, Matt Grafton's okay after taking a little contact there. He's kind of working it out, bending over. You know, lacrosse guys are tough. They know they're going to have contact. They don't have a lot of padding either, you know. They don't have any, like, you know, like padded pants or shin guards and things like that. So they probably all have like multiple welts. The goalies are the ones that crack me up. You know, those balls are hard, but they don't tend to let them hit them in the. I think they wear like a chest protector type of thing. Doesn't look too big because I can't even hardly see it on some of the guys. I don't want anything too bulky out there. Nothing on their arms, nothing on their legs. And if you ever held a lacrosse ball, you know what I'm talking about. So, and they shoot at you from very close in. But look at Spillane, you know, it goes right in the webbing. You don't see too many people get just, you know, whack off the thigh or something like that. Because they're paying attention. All right, let's see. Campino moving it around to Michael Riley. In tight, but it gets intercepted. But they're fighting for it down there. Number 11, Mason Delgado had the ball for the Pirates there. Defender. Oh, it says he's a freshman. This is one of those sports where it's your good size freshman. I don't know if you want to be out there against some of these seniors, juniors. But Delgado looks good size. And they don't have a lot of players, so it's kind of tough. You just don't want to see that. As sometimes happens. Size mismatches. Okay, so Hull is getting a little leeway from the Green Wave with 10-goal difference here at 14-4. So they might be laying off a little bit, but is it break up here as Abington had a look. That's Adam Libby. That's our friend Adam Libby. Likes to take advantage of situations. Wouldn't mind getting his second goal. I think that's what he was thinking. But he gets broken up, and Hull has got the ball in deep. That was number 3, John Trulia, passed off to McDowell, to Buckleitner. Gets a little slam for the midfielder. But Hull maintains with a lot of heavy defending, enough to get the yellow flag on Michael Riley. Looks like he's headed off for a little rest. Ooh, 1 minute. I could hear the ref. 1 minute for cross-checking. Yeah, you got to be careful. 2 hands on the stick is a cross-check. So you can't do that. You can do some other things. You can whack them. I guess one hand. You got to keep one hand on the stick. But 2 hands is right out. That's wrong. No, as it should be. If you ever gotten a cross-check. Oh, quick chance for Hull, but it's broken up. I think Spillane made a save. Looks like we're going to get our second penalty within like 20 seconds. And retaliation might cause another one. So that's number 2, Christian Trulia, headed off. I can't hear this one, but there was some definitely shenanigans. If we don't get the penalties posted on the scoreboard, trying to sort things out here. Of course, Abington already had a penalty. Michael Riley. So I guess I think yeah, there was a first penalty, and that was the second penalty. So I think maybe we can count the guys. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Pirates left on the field. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eight Greenway. We got some confusion over there. The ref's trying to sort it out. Hull coach is like hands outstretched to the universal sign for what the heck? Let's see, we got 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. It's even up in the offensive zone. I think just for these penalties go quick too, so I think it's even up. Whistle. Play deteriorating. 2 pushing and hacking. Hopefully it stays enough under control to get the ball moving around so we can kill some time here and get this lopsided game in the books. Right now we get the 10-goal lead, which as I recall is the fourth quarter slaughter rule. If it goes below it, then they have to I think once they get to the fourth quarter, that's that, but I don't know, I could be wrong as far as running time. Abington, little interception of the pass from McDowell, but referee smaller, less tall referees made a call. No, but the time is going with Abington and a nice little behind the back pass. And a crazy shot and a score. That was from Gunnar Hanna. I think that's his 4th. It was I don't know. It was kind of like a showboater type of shot, but it went in. So we'll give it to him. See what happens here. We got 5:07 to go in the third quarter, the second half. Ball's rolling along into the Abington zone. Abington picks it up. Libby's moving that. Oh no, Van Luling, sorry. Andrew Van Luling. Going on offense. The defenders want to get in on the action. They want to get that tally. Van Luling does not have a goal on next to his name on the roster, so that we got a penalty on Hull. Abington controls the ball. If Abington scores, the penalty will be moot, as is the case. It's Lee Spry getting on the board again. I think that's his 3rd. So everybody's padding their goals right now. So I think Gunnar Hanna with 4. I got Matt Grafton with 4. Lee Spry with 3. Tate Erickson 2. Campino with 2. But I may have lost. I don't know if that is that up to 16. It's okay. I'm not going to add them up. Just that I don't have. I have not the official score. I do not have official word of the goals. Just my best guess, given what I've seen with my own 2 eyes and not knowing the players all that well. Here we go with 3:30 left in the first. I said it again. Third quarter, which is kind of like the first quarter of the second half, if you want to look at it that way. Maybe you don't. It's probably not a good thing to do. But that's what my mind keeps saying as the time melts away. We got whistles. We got a player down, back up, and that player was Michael Riley. Now we have timeout. I think I heard someone say timeout blue, and that would be the Hull High Pirates.
discussing their strategy for the next at least few minutes of this half, which I think is good because there's a lot left to play here, and you know, they're down by 12. Want to try to continue to play the game and try to deal with the situation at hand, I think. So I think it's smart of the coach. See if the coach's name. No, unfortunately, I wish I knew. I don't have the coach's name. Very nice gentleman, provided with the roster. I should have asked his name. He's probably been coaching for a while. I do know this, though. Mike Grafton is the head coach of the Abington Green Wave, and has been for the past few years. Of course, sons have been playing, which is great. We got Matt Grafton, the junior, and Aiden Grafton, the senior, both on the team. And assistant coach, we got, I think I pronounced this correctly, but I'm going to look at it, Joseph. And I apologize. Looks like Minoe or Minoy, M-I-N-O-I-E. Maybe it could be a different pronunciation altogether. I apologize for that. And I think we do have a JV team. I don't know how they're doing, but that's good that we have, you know, plenty of guys out here playing lacrosse. It's good for the program. We got, you know, every night there's boys and girls playing lacrosse. I think, yeah, I see girls too, but definitely boys. And hopefully that helps both programs. And like I say, it's been like about 20 years now that we've had varsity boys and girls lacrosse. And I think definitely got more competitive over the years. Lots of playoff appearances. I guess again with Coach Grafton, from what I can see, that, you know, some good stability over the last few years. Good to see that. All right, it looks like Abington trying to get some more scoring chances. We got at least one substitute player, senior Max Lindo, that I hadn't seen as much of in the first half. But he's got the ball. He's had the ball, figuring it into the right into the situation, trying to get a shot off. Ends up going wide of the net, but gets collected by Abington's gunner Hannah. But Hull manages to get the ball back and send it midfield. Possession is going back and forth, but Hull has it right now, heading some of their better midfielders and attackers. Again, Christian Trulia, Henry Buck, Leitner, the names that we hear when they do have control of the ball. Matt Thomas right now has the ball, and he's quarterbacking some of his other players to come towards him, trying to get a play going. 21, Max Lofgren had it a minute ago. Buck Leitner in deep. Trulia takes the shot off, goes wide. Hull's going to get that back. Geez, I didn't see the clock stop on that one. Maybe we're in the slaughter time already. Going to keep an eye on that. Go down to 30 seconds with a shot that gets collected there by Spillane. Down to 15 seconds in that quarter. Tate Erickson headed over to Michael Riley. And anyway, McDowell gets it up. And the quarter is over. So we'll take a break with 16-4. So I think we should be at running time for the final 12 minutes. We'll see you right back here. I could dance in between quarters, no? Those old Bruins guys, sorry, what were we saying? What? Oh, no, it's nice. I was just kind of thinking, because last time, those guys can really pass the puck. I love watching that. Like, that's what I used to, I remember, because I haven't been playing for a while now. But like there's the old guys that knew how to play. I don't care how old they were. They knew what to do. I love that. All right, well, the team's just about in place for the final quarter here. The match. Jim Dorman here with David Bowen doing the camera work. And we're off and running for the fourth quarter, and Hull has won the face-off. Quick play from Max Lofgren, getting it in deep, but goes wide of the net. Trying to look out now. Do I see anything different numbers? Spillane still in net. Yeah, I gotta say, I haven't seen as I thought we could be seeing a lot more substitutions than we have seen up to this point. See number 2, Scott Noble out there, senior on attack. Let's see. That's good to see. See if he can figure into some of the offense. I'm sure that given the 12-goal lead, that they're going to move the ball around a bit. But Hull, is certainly capable of breaking things up. So they can't afford to be too loosey-goosey. All right, let's see, 27. That's Matt Grafton, of course. The Hull guys, being aggressive, that's good. Got it out. Ball all the way down to the green wave zone. But Nick Vachon back there gives it to Colin Spillane. Try to quiet things down. Collins coming right out, though, with a pass to Gunner. Hannah brings it right in. I believe that's, well, broke it up anyway, so Hull has it. Buckleitner moving it around, gets a shot, really dangerous shot, hits the post. Or is he calling that a goal? He called it a goal. I couldn't see. That is Buckleitner with a seriously good shot there. Scores the 5th goal for Hull. The referee must have had a good eyesight of that one. I just heard the clank and the ball came shooting out. So they do have some metal in the back of the net, so maybe that's what it hit. Looks we could slow that down for you. That would be fun. I love watching NHL highlights because they give you like 5 different versions. One's really slow because usually when I see the goal at my age anyway, I don't really see the goal. Let's see what happened to the puck. Anyway, that was Buck Leitner. I think that was his 3rd goal. A few of these guys, you know, they like I said, overall, obviously not matching up well with Abington today, but definitely some talent out there. All right, Abington moving it around, but it gets intercepted. McDowell's getting it out successfully to Harry Everett at midfield. Tries to get out to Buck Leitner. Both referees whistle that one dead. Oh, there's a penalty on. Looks like Braden Hanna. Long stick midfielder for the Green Wave, who it's the first time I'm calling his name. Shall we guess that he's Gunnar Hanna's older brother? Because Gunnar is a sophomore, but Braden's a junior. And his first time I hear his name, he gets a penalty. Braden Hanna. All right, and Howell with the ball in deep. Moving around out to the perimeter of Abington's defense. Takes a shot, is 21 Max Lofgren wide. Josh Gatto back there. Get it to Buck Leitner. That's a great name. If that's the way you say it, I like it. Henry Buck Leitner. Probably not even close. It's probably like I can't even think of alternatives. So I will go with Buck Leitner. Spillane, kind of a risky pass. I guess they can afford to take a few risks. And Hull intercepts Buck Leitner. It's moving well. Control the ball here. Get it out in what I call the perimeter area. Trying to find a pathway in towards the Abington goal. They get it behind the net now. Quickly taken away though. It's a good aggressive play there by Nick Vachon with a big stick. But Hull gets it back, another clank. That one I think hit the post. Solid orange post, not the white one, inside post. Okay, and the clock is still running. We're down to 5:30 something. And good passes. Green Wave. Hanna. Gunnar Hanna, that is. We have more than one Hanna. Braden Hanna's out of the box. Served his time. And is he back on the field? Let's see. Well, looking around. Number 6, I don't see. Maybe he'll get another chance. Shot from Erickson, looking for that 3rd goal. Doesn't get it. Gunnar Hanna controlling. Looking, makes a shift. Juke and jive. Still has it. He's in his own land there. He's just curling around. Curling that ball on his stick. Cradling, as they say. It's a nice, you gotta be able to, oh, nice quick turnaround shot. Goes, well, deflection off the goaltender, I believe. McDowell, we'll give him credit for that save. Goes behind the net, so it's gonna be Hull ball. Okay. All right, but we got a whistle. Oh, just to get the play going again. Okay. All right. So McDowell sends it way up into Abington territory, but nobody connects with it. But Hull has scooped it up. As ex-coach Tom Fitzgerald, I think, he used to say, "Gotta be ours," every time the ball would hit the ground. Gotta dig that ball up, but this time it's Hull. They'd like to get a few more goals at least for the end of this game, but we're down to 3 minutes and 10 seconds running time. I see a yellow flag in the air. I've missed what it might be for. I can only guess. At Hull, it's against Abington because Hull had the ball, but as Spillane makes a save, we get the whistle. And he's making a gesture, and I should know those. Some sort of maybe a slash type of thing. Although, well, anyway, 25 is Caden. Oh, excuse me, I looked at the wrong roster. 25 for Abington. Braden Newell, the sophomore, and like his teammate Braden Hanna, the other Braden, first time we're going to say his name is for a penalty. And it results in a goal for the Hull Pirates. So Braden didn't have to spend too much time in the box. He's out. He didn't have to feel shame for very long. Let's see how everybody's going to react to him. He's heading out back on the field though. So he's got the gray helmet. He's a junior, and he said, "I don't know what that was about." He's gonna get a high five from anybody? No high fives. He's like questioning. So, but at least he's still in the game. Braden Newell. Braden Hanna, on the other hand, I haven't seen since his penalty. Oh wait, there he is. He's back. He's back out of the doghouse. Our Braden Hanna, Braden Newell, popular names back 16 years ago, I guess. Naming boys. We got 2 of them here on Abington. You never know what's going to be popular. Let's see, what do we got on the Abington team? We got any other similar names? Only one Gunner. No, only one Tate. Only one Cam. Only one Amani de Jesus. Who's Amani? I haven't seen Amani. Oh, there he is. He's on the field right now. Speaking of the sophomore, also a hockey player. Nice pass in deep. That's going to result in a goal for number 34, Alex St. Martin. And that's his first goal of the year. He is very excited about it. Somewhere there are some fans of Alex Martin, because I can hear them cheering for that goal. Anyway, so that's we're winding down. Looks like the game, I don't know if we're going to have this face-off or not, because it's running time. Yeah, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. But with that goal there, Abington takes a 17-6 lead, 2-1. And hey, with a Spillane, the game is over, and so that's the final score. Abington Green Wave 17, the Hull Pirates 6. Got a few first goals. Some guys get a chance to celebrate that victory. I gotta say, I was happy that Hull guys didn't give up and kept working on their game throughout that, so they should be proud of that. Some good saves on the goaltender's part. Definitely some talented guys, definitely on both teams. So, hey, it was a big lopsided game, but all is not lost. I want to thank Dave Bowen and for Amar Shimenez got us going, and Kevin Tachi got us going early on in the game here. And as the teams line up to, congratulate each other. It's always good. So for Everyone, Jim Dorman, thank you for tuning in to boys lacrosse action here at Abington High School.